Once upon a time in the colorful and convoluted world of DC Comics, two unlikely characters found themselves tangled up in a web of teenage angst, magical mishaps, and, of course, a love story for the ages. Damian Wayne, the moody and mysterious heir to the Bat mantle, crossed paths with Raven, the enigmatic empath and daughter of the demon lord Trigon. Talk about an unusual pair. Let's dive headfirst into this comedic love tale. Our story begins in the pages of the Teen Titans comic series, where Damian and Raven first met. Damian, with all the charisma of a petulant porcupine, found himself reluctantly joining the Teen Titans, while Raven, in her usual brooding manner, was a long-standing member. You'd think that these two would be polar opposites, and you'd be right. Damian is a master of witty one-liners and a virtuoso in the art of being prickly. Raven, on the other hand, carries the weight of the world on her shoulders and is about as easygoing as a traffic jam. Their initial interactions were about as smooth as gravel in a milkshake, with Damian's stubbornness and Raven's mystical aura often clashing. Yet, as we know, opposites attract, and there's something endearing about watching these two square off in a battle of wits. Damian's relentless snarky comments were like verbal ping-pong balls, but Raven had the uncanny ability to turn his sarcasm into water off a demon's back. She was basically the queen of deadpan, with a side of magical prowess. While these two might not have immediately hit it off, the Titans' countless adventures threw them into one crazy scenario after another. Whether they were battling nefarious villains or dealing with the teenage drama of their fellow teammates, Damian and Raven began to see past each other's prickly exteriors. Damian's rigid sense of justice started to meld with Raven's empathetic understanding, creating a dynamic that was both humorous and heartwarming. One memorable moment from their comic book romance involved Damian getting possessed by the evil demon, Trigon. The boy wonder found himself in quite the predicament, and it was Raven who had to come to the rescue. She fought to save him, showing a deep emotional connection that hinted at more than just friendship. Ah, young love, as complicated as a Rubik's Cube in a tornado. As time went on, Damian and Raven's relationship evolved into something more profound. While they may not have declared their love in blazing fireworks or grand gestures, their subtle moments and the way they stood by each other's side during trying times spoke volumes. It was like watching the slow burn of a romance novel, only with a lot more capes and mystical mumbo-jumbo. Damian Wayne and Raven's love story stands out as a unique and endearing tale of two unlikely heroes who found something special in each other. Their comedic banter, combined with the mystical elements of their world, created a love story for the ages, one that fans continue to root for, in the hopes that someday, Damian's scowl will turn into a smile, and Raven's darkness will be illuminated by the light of love. In the world of comics, where superheroes grapple with villains, and powers collide with peril, the love story between Damian Wayne and Raven reminds us of a universal truth: emotional intelligence is the unsung hero in any relationship. While their dynamic might be a roller coaster ride of comedy and chaos, it's a testament to the power of understanding, empathy, and the ability to see past the masks we wear. The way Damian and Raven navigated their emotional complexities is a striking example of how communication, patience, and vulnerability can make even the most unlikely pairs come together. So, whether you're a fan of comics or not, the lesson is clear: love, even in the most fantastic and supernatural of circumstances, thrives when emotional intelligence is in play. It's a reminder that in our own lives, we too can learn to harness our emotional superpowers to build stronger, deeper connections with those around us. If you've enjoyed this charming and comedic love story, be sure to keep your superhero radar tuned to the Soup's Love Chronicles publication. There, you'll discover more tales of love and romance, where even the mightiest of heroes are not immune to the complexities of the heart. And who knows, you might just find inspiration for your very own love story that transcends the ordinary and takes you on an extraordinary adventure of emotional intelligence, empathy, and understanding. After all, love is the most heroic power of all, and it's within each of us to harness. Stay tuned for more captivating love stories. Damian Wayne Origins. Damian Wayne, the tenacious and enigmatic character within the DC Comics universe, boasts a unique and captivating origin story that is sure to pique the curiosity of any comic book enthusiast. Born from the shadows of two iconic bloodlines, Damian's tale combines drama, action, and, of course, a dash of humor. Damian Wayne made his first appearance in Batman, Son of the Demon #1 in 1987, written by Mike W. Barr. However, his official debut as the son of Bruce Wayne, the Batman, and Talia al Ghul, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, occurred in the Batman and Son storyline, brought to life by writer Grant Morrison in 2006. Now, picture this: the world's greatest detective, Batman, meets the world's deadliest assassin, Talia, and they decide to throw a little get-to-know-each-other party. Lo and behold, Damian is the unexpected party favor, the byproduct of their whirlwind romance. Well, it's not exactly your typical meet-cute story, but it sure sets the stage for a thrilling origin tale. Damian's upbringing was far from the idyllic childhood most kids experience. Raised by the League of Assassins, he received training that would make even the most dedicated helicopter parent blush. He was, quite literally, born to be a lethal weapon. His childhood hobbies included learning martial arts, mastering the art of deception, and plotting world domination during nap time. But, here's the kicker: despite all the assassin training, he lacked basic social skills. Imagine Damian asking for a playdate. "May I have a playdate, comrade? I promise not to assassinate your toys." Yeah, he was a bit of an oddball, but that's what makes him so endearing. As Damian's journey unfolds, he discovers his true parentage and faces the moral dilemma of choosing between his grandfather's path of global domination through the League of Assassins or his father's mission to protect Gotham City as the Dark Knight. It's like picking between a supervillain family reunion and crime-fighting costume parties. And when you're related to Ra's al Ghul, whose idea of family bonding involves immortality and global conquest, and Batman, who's more mysterious than a ninja with a secret identity, the stakes are pretty high. So, Damian Wayne's origin story is a rollercoaster of drama, action, and a touch of humor. Born into an extraordinary family, trained by assassins, and destined to walk the razor-thin line between hero and anti-hero, Damian's journey is one that keeps comic book fans glued to the pages. With his distinctive blend of charm and arrogance, he's the character that adds a dash of spice to the Batman mythos, and his origins are every bit as thrilling as they are amusing. Raven origins. In the realm of comic book lore, the origins of Raven, one of the most enigmatic and intriguing characters in the DC universe, unfold with a captivating blend of darkness and mystique. Born from the imaginative minds of writer Marv Wolfman and artist George Perez, Raven made her first appearance in DC Comics' DC Special Series number 26 in 1980. Her origins are steeped in a rich narrative tapestry that weaves elements of mysticism, otherworldly dimensions, and a dash of teenage drama, a concoction that is both captivating and, at times, rather otherworldly in its own right. Raven's story begins with a dose of celestial intervention. She is the daughter of Trigon the Terrible, a demonic entity hailing from the hellish dimension of Azeroth. As if family gatherings weren't awkward enough for most teenagers, imagine having a demonic warlord for a dad. It's almost like hoping your parents won't embarrass you at the school dance, but on a cosmic scale. Trigon's intentions are nothing short of diabolical, as he seeks to use Raven as a pawn in his sinister schemes. Now, let's dive into the plot twist that makes Raven's origin a tale worthy of a Shakespearean tragedy. To counter her father's malevolent influence, Raven seeks the assistance of a group of young heroes known as the Teen Titans. Her entrance into the Titans lives as less of a polite knock on the door and more of a dramatic crash through the window. She arrives in a swirl of dark energy, cloaked in an aura of enigma and mystery. Her personality is a tad complex, as she grapples with the delicate balance of emotions and powers that are, well, quite literally a part of her soul. But wait, there's more. Raven's powers are perhaps the most enigmatic aspect of her character. She possesses a mix of psychic abilities, telekinesis, and the eerie power to manifest her soul self as a shadowy, raven-like figure. This spectral presence is not just a nifty party trick but serves as her primary means of offense and defense. It's like having a best friend who's always got your back, but, made of pure, inky shadow. In the end, Raven's origin story is an enchanting blend of darkness and light, of cosmic forces and teenage angst. It's a narrative rollercoaster that takes us from the depths of a demonic underworld to the bustling halls of Titan's Tower. In a world where the line between hero and anti-hero is often blurred, Raven stands as a testament to the complexity of character development in the comic book universe. So, the next time you find yourself pondering the origins of this enigmatic heroine, remember that it's a story as intricate as her soul self and as captivating as her mysterious demeanor, and there's a good chance it might just leave you spellbound, craving more.